My dad and I are in a relentless pursuit to catch the biggest pike in the world. We've been to several places where we witnessed nature in all her glory, but nothing is like what we found at Lac La Martre. This is the story of our trip in July 2014. Lac La Martre is located northwest of Yellowknife, Northwest Territories, Canada. Our trip actually started in Yellowknife. It's a beautiful, unexpectedly modern town with cool license plates. But it really is the last vestige of civilization you're going to see. A quick reminder was the fact that we could watch a fox from the balcony of our hotel. After our last good dinner, the excitement and expectations were high. It wasn't long before the smack talk started.
Grandpa, you ready to catch fish? Biggest fish in the world?
Great, I'll catch the biggest one.
Monday morning, time to head to the float plane base. Any guess which stack is my dad's? After a short wait and a couple of pictures, my dad and I were headed to Lac La Martre. It was amazing how quickly we took off from the lake. Lac La Martre is about 40 miles long and 25 miles wide, with an average depth of 20 feet, but it definitely gets closer to 50 feet in places. It's amazing how crystal clear the water was. We did a flyby and landed on the lake. The friendly and accommodating staff helped us get our gear unloaded. We went to our cabin, down to the lodge, which was very nice inside, ate a quick lunch, and walked to our boat with great expectations. We had visions of many different types of experiences, but we did not anticipate fishing right next to a raging forest fire. Pretty sweet. It wasn't long before the big fish started rolling in. The camp owners told us that you could catch 40-inch fish all day long. Who would believe that?
Wow. Look at that big fish. Grandpa taught him pretty good, right, boys?
They were not kidding. Day 2 started with lake trout fishing off Big Island. After a few fat ones were in the boat and the bays were warmed up, we headed for the North Shore to fish for monster pike. We weren't there an hour before my dad hooked a huge 20-pound, 44-inch northern pike. We caught 38 to 44-inch fish, one after another, in this incredible bay.
This is what it's like, guys. Every single cast. We have not missed on a cast in how long, Owen?
Since we started this morning?
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's awesome.
Here, let me have your pliers.
Have a big smile.
Storms began rolling in and the lightning started, so we hightailed it for a remote Indian cabin.
We had to get out of the thunderstorm because we're on a boat in water. So we went to this trapper's cabin. So this right here is a fish drying house where they dry fish. And then you see some picnic tables over there. And they leave their cabins open up here so that people can get shelter if they need it. So it's kind of a nice cabin, really. They've obviously painted it up. Here's the inside, a little potbelly stove here. We're drying our stuff. There's their bunk beds. Kind of cool. We've easily caught 100 fish apiece now. In this bay at the end of this river, you can see the river down there. There's the boat and all that. The river goes back down towards the lake. The lake is that way. And that river, where it comes out into the bay, is just pike just stacked in there like cordwood. So we'll have a lot of fish to catch yet today.
Day 3 was a rough day on the lake. We caught a lot of fish during the day, but something special was waiting for us after dinner.
This is looking off to the northwest. And it is so much calmer today. What time is it?
About 8:30.
So it's 8:30. Look at how high that sun is. So we're gonna fish till 11 tonight, catch some more lake trout. Just beautiful up here. Today, when we were out here just off this island, there was like 4-foot waves. It was crazy. And tomorrow we're gonna go way up there.
It's amazing how bright it is at night. Let's get to some killer lake trout fishing. The fish are so huge and strong, their mouths are like caverns. But nothing prepared us for this fish of a lifetime.
36 pounds.
36-pound lake trout. Oh, that shit. Look at the size of that beast. Owen, smile for the camera.
He broke the net. The big booger broke the net.
Woo! Yeah.
Our fourth day on the lake is dedicated to Owen Nichols. He's an awesome guy and an incredible guide. The lake had a 3-foot chop on it, and Owen drove us 8 miles an hour, 20 miles north to fish the North Shore. We got to sit with our backs to the water. Poor Owen looked like a drowned dog when we got there, but we caught over 50 big fish like these. After a delicious prime rib dinner, it was back after lake trout and 3 more fish over 20 pounds. Everybody has their story of a perfect day of fishing. I'm sure somewhere there's a better way to spend a day. The 5th day of our trip was the craziest fishing experience my father and I have ever had. On the way to the northwest corner of the lake, we saw an awesome sundog. Within an hour, we'd boated over 30 fish, and then this happened.
Fishing up a little river. So we're casting, and this is what we got. I don't know if you guys can see in there.
The white marks on the little fish.
See those white marks on that little fish there?
The big guy T-boned him.
That big fish ate him after I'd already hooked the little one. How about that? So I caught 2 fish in one cast. There's a, here, hold, oh, that's cool. Let me get right in. All right, so see those teeth marks right there? That's from that mean old boy right there. Look, he's mad. He's kind of pissed about the whole program. We got an eyeball. Whoa.
We were catching so many fish, I told Owen no one would believe it unless we had video. It was double after double.
Ah, another double header. Look at that.
Canadian double.
Literally every cast.
All right, here we go. Let's catch fish.
20 yards. Really big one.
Did you get him? Nice.
Good one.
Oh yeah. That's 108, right?
Yes, sir. 108.
Double header.
Yep.
How many you caught today, Dad, you think?
I'd say 35.
Grandpa's got 35. This is number 77 for me. I hate to even say that. This is fish number 102. No, 112 for Owen today.
Well, that doesn't even count the last couple of days.
Oh, God.
Day 2, remember we hit this bay, Picnic Bay, a couple other bays. You guys must have had 150 fish apiece.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna leave here having caught and released 600-700 pike apiece, plus the Mongo lake trout.
And believe it or not one fish was less than 38 inches. By the end of the day, I caught 137 pike between 36 and 43 inches, and my dad caught over 70 in the same range, including this silver pike. Poor Owen's hands were a mess from all the fish. We weren't done. Here's one of the many Lakers we caught after dinner.
Dad's 24-pound fish, courtesy of Lac La Marque.
And a beautiful sunset.
We're heading in. That is sunset on Lac La Marque at 11:15 in the evening. How about that?
Turning in for the night at 1:30 a.m. Hard to believe it's early morning. Day 6, the last day. After the day we had yesterday, it was sure to be a letdown. Nope, not on Lac La Marque. Morning lake trout over 20 pounds gave way to pike after pike over 40 inches. The fishing was off the hook, just like it was all week long. My dad was letting Owen pose with his fish, We were back in an area where the fires were burning on the first day. Nothing but scorched earth. After a quick dinner, it was back to lake trout fishing.
23-pound Laker. Tilt his head down a little bit. There you go. There, you can see the size of the head on that thing. I mean the fish. Look at that. That's a big old head.
All right.
Cool. Bombs away.
That was a perfect ending.
Oh, where the pike tore me up today?
And how swollen them fingers are.
Oh yeah.
Fisherman's hands.
I've caught a lot of, those hands have caught a lot of fish. A lot of fish. 3 tons of fish between me and my dad. Freaking awesome. Thanks to Owen.
In the morning, the float plane was back to take us home. What an experience this was. They keep a board in the lodge that shows the daily totals of the fish being caught over 20 pounds. Bet you can't guess who was in boat number 8. On the last day, the final tally was in, and we were pretty proud of our accomplishments. As it turns out, the 36-pound lake trout I caught was the biggest lake trout caught for the year. But that part really isn't important. What is important is having the opportunity to make a memory and experience something so profound with my dad and Owen. Owen was an incredible guide and a great person. He made the trip worth every penny. But having the opportunity to spend time with my dad means everything. Oh, by the way, when your bush pilot can do this with the plane, you're in good hands. Love you, Dad.